Hello and welcome. We are Resoria, and this is the Deep Dive, where we take our proprietary intelligence and distill the crucial, authoritative insights you need to know about the world's best destinations.
Today we're focusing our analysis on a really unique property, the Four Seasons Resort Lanai. Our mission is to figure out how it delivers such absolute sophistication on Lanai, an island historically known as the Pineapple Island.
Right, it's one of the most untouched corners of Hawaii. It's an escape where nature isn't just a backdrop.
No, it's the main event. It is the primary focus.
And walking that tightrope between, remote wildness and seamless five-star service, that's exactly what our listeners want to understand. Before we unpack that, if you value this kind of expert analysis, be sure to subscribe right now.
Okay, so let's start with the location. It's completely foundational to the resort's entire identity.
Where exactly are we?
We're on the southeastern coast of Lāna, and it overlooks Hulapui Bay. Now, what makes this spot so incredible is that the bay is a fully protected marine sanctuary.
And that's not just a footnote, right? That designation impacts everything.
It absolutely does. You're talking about consistently crystalline waters and, crucially, reliable sightings of resident spinner dolphins. They play right near the sand.
So it's not just a beachfront property, it's integrated into this living, breathing ecosystem.
Exactly. But that brings up the big logistical hurdle. Lanai is remote. How do you maintain that flawless Four Seasons experience when the infrastructure is so minimal?
That's the key insight we uncovered. Access is, well, it's engineered for total efficiency. The airport, LNY, is only 20 minutes away.
Okay.
But the resort effectively manages that whole transition for you. Most guests are coming in on short connecting flights from Honolulu or Maui, maybe 25, 35 minutes.
Private charters too, I imagine.
Exactly. And the seamless part is that the resort runs its own dedicated fleet of shuttles. They coordinate with the flight, so you basically move from the tarmac to that beautiful, polished lobby without any friction at all.
So they completely bypass any reliance on limited island transport. That's a critical operational detail. You feel a world away, but the luxury infrastructure is right there with you.
And even though it feels so remote, the resort is still very close to the island's key highlights.
For instance,
Well, Hulapoa Beach is just minutes away. You follow these beautiful landscaped paths carved right out of the lava stone terrain.
and not far from there is Pu'upe, Sweetheart Rock.
The most photographed landmark on the island, probably. A short coastal walk.
And if you want to see a bit of the island's history, Lanai City is about 20 minutes inland. It has all those charming plantation-style buildings, little cafes.
It's that balance again, a self-contained, high-end sanctuary that's still connected to the pulse of the island.
Right. And now let's talk about the design, the aesthetic. It's often called refined tropical modernism.
Which sounds lovely, but what does that actually mean when you're standing there?
It means they use the environment instead of trying to shut it out. It's this blend of sleek, contemporary lines with materials that are from or inspired by the island.
So the open-air lobby, for instance.
Yes, it immediately draws your eye outside. You see these polished wooden beams against rugged, dark lava stone walkways. The whole mood is just deeply soothing. Light woods, earth textures, and constant natural ventilation.
So it's an active choice to embrace the elements. You're constantly hearing trickling water, rustling leaves, the distant
It's a
waves.
very sophisticated approach. It really appeals to that seasoned traveler who appreciates that lack of, over-the-top ostentation.
And the grounds themselves follow that same philosophy.
They do. They're just lushly landscaped with native plants, hibiscus, plumeria, palms, all surrounding these beautiful koi-filled ponds and manicured gardens.
Let's move on to the amenities. The quality is obviously world-class, but what are the little details that really set it apart?
I'd start with the pools. So, beyond the main terrace, which has all the luxurious loungers and private cabanas you'd expect.
And the impeccable service, of course.
Of course. But the real differentiator is the dedicated adults-only pool. It's positioned for these sweeping ocean views, and it just offers this enhanced layer of tranquility.
And the wellness side, the Hawaiian spa, what makes it unique?
It's all about authenticity. The treatments use locally sourced botanicals and even ancient sound therapy techniques. This is more than just a massage. It's a therapeutic session rooted in Hawaiian heritage.
And the fitness center.
State-of-the-art, fully equipped, but it's designed so that every workout has this backdrop of the Pacific Ocean. It turns a routine task into something, well, quite special.
Okay, the activity calendar has to be pretty dense to justify the cost and the remoteness. What are the absolute must-dos?
Snorkeling in Hulapui Bay is non-negotiable. Because it's protected, The coral is vibrant, and you're almost guaranteed to see sea turtles and incredible reef fish.
And on land.
The hiking is equally impressive. You have everything from that easy coastal walk to Sweetheart Rock to more advanced highland trails that cross the volcanic interior.
I'd imagine the guided hikes are the way to go.
Definitely. They introduce you not just to the plants, but to the cultural stories that are embedded in the land itself.
And for the golf connoisseur, this is where it gets really interesting.
The Mantle Golf Course, a Jack Nicklaus design. It's often ranked among the best in the world.
Because of the setting, right? It's all about those cliffs.
All about the cliffs. It stretches so dramatically along the coastline. And the famous Hole 12. That's a signature feature.
Tell me about that. What makes it so special?
Well, Hole 12 is this iconic Part 3 challenge. It requires a dramatic 200-yard carry over a ravine directly to a green perched on a volcanic cliff face.
Wow.
And the Pacific is crashing 150 feet below you. It's an engineering marvel that uses the raw geography of Lanai as a hazard. It's a real moment of truth for any golfer.
That's exactly the kind of insight we look for. And beyond those big activities, they fill the gaps with things like sunrise yoga, cooking lessons, wine tastings.
And the stargazing. Because Lāna has such dark skies, the nightly stargazing sessions they run are, frankly, epic. It just confirms their whole philosophy. Meaningful engagement alongside that warm, professional, genuine aloha spirit.
It really is the full package. So after a day of all that, let's talk about the rooms, the accommodations, that design philosophy we talked about outside. It continues inside.
Absolutely. The focus is completely on serenity and comfort. The interiors use warm woods, neutral tones, high-end fabrics, and little artisanal touches.
What about technology?
It's there, but it's seamless. You have touch panel controls for lighting and blackout shades, but it's designed so it never interrupts that tranquil atmosphere.
Even the standard rooms are huge, 500 to 700 square feet typically.
Yeah.
And they all have private balconies with either garden or ocean views.
Right, and the bathrooms are just pure luxury. Deep soaking tubs, rainfall showers, double vanities. But the real difference maker, what justifies the premium, are the ocean view rooms.
Why is that?
It's the sound. The rhythmic sound of the waves is amplified, and it creates this continuous gentle white noise that just enhances relaxation. It deepens that connection to the Pacific.
And when you move up to the suites, the scale just jumps. 1,000 to over 3,000 square feet.
It's a total shift. You go from a luxurious room to what feels like a fully appointed private residence. Separate living rooms, dining tables, private outdoor lounges.
The top tier ones must be incredible.
They are. Wraparound lanai, fully separated bedrooms. It really feels like your own oceanfront home. It just proves that the resort's focus on meticulous craftsmanship is unwavering, no matter the category.
Which brings us to gastronomy. A huge challenge, I'd imagine, sourcing ingredients on such a remote island.
It is. So their strategy is a mix of leveraging the island's best fresh catches, local produce, with internationally famous concepts that draw people in.
You have to start with Nobu Lanai, world-famous Japanese-Peruvian fusion.
And the setting is key. It's open air, lantern lit, with these stunning ocean views. People come for the iconic black cod miso and the rock shrimp tempura, of course. But what's critical for Nobu here is the freshness. They leverage the local Hawaiian catches that arrive daily. You just can't replicate that freshness at a mainland location.
Then you have 140. The name itself is great branding, the perfect temperature for a steak.
And it perfectly signals their focus. Elevated steak and seafood with a strong Hawaiian influence. They handle the big morning breakfasts and then transition to these amazing premium meat cuts and local catches for dinner.
Let's bring in a point of balance here. Given the remoteness, are you basically confined to the resort for dining?
That's the trade-off, really. Lanai City has some charming casual spots, but for high-end, diverse dining, yes, you are heavily reliant on the resort.
Which is why they have to be so good at accommodating dietary needs.
Exactly. Vegetarian, vegan, gluten-free, allergies. Their chefs are known for tailoring meals on request. The variety within the resort has to compensate for the lack of variety outside of it.
That makes perfect sense. And they add those custom experiences like private beachfront dining and mixology sessions.
The whole culinary vision is about freshness, creativity, and a real reverence for the island spirit.
Okay, let's get to the essential question for our listeners. Pricing. As always, rates are quoted in US dollars, USO, and they vary a lot by season.
A lot. And because of the exclusivity and remote location, the baseline is high.
Right. Based on our analysis, you can expect standard room rates to typically start around 1,600 to 2,000 US dollars per night.
And for the suites, given their size and all those luxury features, you're usually looking at a range of $3,500 to $6,000 or even more per night.
And you have to remember, specialty suites, holidays, peak season, those prices can easily exceed that range.
It's the cost of the sophisticated logistics required to maintain this level of service in such a remote place.
And it's so important to factor in the additional costs. Taxes, resort fees, dining at Nobu, and all those amazing activities will add up.
Which brings us to the crucial next step for anyone planning a trip. To make it simple, we provide a secure and direct Expedia link right in the description below this deep dive.
That link is absolutely essential. It lets you verify in real time the exact prices for your dates, check availability, and see any package deals that might be on offer.
And here's the massive convenience. That same platform simplifies quoting and securing everything else. You can book your airfare and rental cars all in one safe and efficient place.
We really hope this Resortia deep dive has given you that comprehensive, authoritative view of what makes the Four Seasons Resort Lanai so special. Its distinction is that beautiful tension between exclusivity and a deep dedication to the heritage of Lanai.
The staff's warmth, combined with that stunning natural setting, creates a space where you feel genuinely nurtured and connected to the environment.
We want to leave you with one final thought: the unforgettable rhythm of a day there. Waking up to the sound of the Pacific, snorkeling in Marine Reserve, playing golf on those dramatic cliffs, and ending the day stargazing under Lanai's incredibly dark skies.
That synthesis of profound luxury, serenity, and a meaningful connection to nature. That's the real takeaway from this experience.
Thank you for joining us. If you found this expert analysis helpful, please like this video, subscribe to Resortia for more authoritative reviews, and leave any comments or questions you have about Lāna down below.
And remember, for seamless and safe travel planning, your next step is clicking that secure Expedia link in the description. Safe travels.